Yo, how's it going? How are you? So I love myself, and the reason I love myself is because I've got this problem. It's anxiety, right? And I'm gonna try and cure the anxiety with Teal Swan's completion method. And I think what the book doesn't touch on is that, well, I could be lying, you know, but when I read the book, it never brought to me how painful it can be to go into triggers. It probably does say so in the book somewhere. Probably does. And it is possible to be triggered and to be up at the same time. And I know this from personal experience. But this presents a problem. Because with triggers, I'm supposed to say something like, you really hurt my you're close to really hurting my feelings, or something like that, you know. Standing up for myself is like a massive, I'll just put it the way that it's said on the internet, where like assertiveness reduces stress and reduces anger, you know. So if someone triggers me, right, I say, look, you're close to really hurting my feelings, you know, then I'm doing something that is really healthy. And I don't feel like I should go through the day going into triggers. Because what that involves is not saying anything when that trigger arrives, which is unhealthy for anger and unhealthy for stress. So I'm kind of confused, you know. I mean, I allowed myself to go into a trigger when I was in the supermarket. I just noticed myself feeling really sad and upset. And I thought I'll go into that feeling and I'll see where that feeling is coming from. And it came from when the girl called me a dick because, like, she'd said, oh, it weren't a problem, my Cronenberg 1664, when it'd gone red on the screen, and it eventually, when I went to pay, it was going to cause a problem, yeah? And it made me feel depressed, so I went into that depression. It wasn't any kind of trigger. It was just an emotion. It was just depression, you know. So I went into it. I knew I wasn't going to get triggered. And I got the answer for why I felt that way. So maybe instead of doing half a day of being fully triggered and not saying anything back to people who trigger me, which is being a doormat, which is bad for stress and bad for anger. I could allow in the mild, I call them mild triggers, but they're not triggers at all because they don't cause any kind of damage in the mind. They're just emotions, If someone makes me feel a certain way, if someone says something and it makes me feel kind of depressed, feel the depression, feel being upset, realize where that came from and that it was that person that did it to you. So do it kind of not really deeply and painfully with like letting in like major triggers and building up the trigger till it gets stronger and stronger and stronger for like half a day, but just let in my emotions, when somebody says something that hurts my feelings, just let in my emotions and know that the reason my feelings are hurt is because what that person said. But do it like, for a long period of time. Like, it's not going to fix me in half a day, it's going to take like about a month of doing that to sort of heal me from, because what I want to be healed from is from the anxiety that I feel. I'd just like to throw in that I'm grateful for the food I eat. I eat healthy. I have vegetables. I have peas for dinner. I'm eating some melon right now. It's very delicious. I had honeydew yesterday and cantaloupe, but today I'm having watermelon. If you buy two, it's $1.50 each, so that's good. I think that's really cheap. I mean, you get a massive pot of melon for like $1.50, and they've gone through the process of like cutting it up and putting it in, so I'm happy with that. But like, what was I going to say? I'm very grateful for the food I eat. I do have the budget to be a vegan. I am a vegan at the moment because I have fully vegan sandwich filler. And for dinner, those sausages, I think they've got egg in them. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, but I think they've got egg in them. But I would like to be fully vegan. And I'm grateful for wherever on the scale I am, between vegetarian and vegan, I'm grateful for that. Things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my homework, which gives me the opportunity to think. I feel that thinking is really healthy. It's like having a boundary. It's it was explained to me like Lindsay what's her name? I can't remember. Lindsay something coaching, yeah. That there's like these negative thought loops that people go through, that keep them in the situation that they're scared of. And I respect that. And I respect that from the point of view of like somebody who is fully confident, because I used to be fully confident, and I would have been able to deal with that. Just completely lose all negative thought loops out of my mind and concentrate on positivity and pragmatic things, how to work out to get what I want in my life, spend my thinking, because a person needs to think, spend my thinking sorting that out. But my vibration has dropped. I did something that ruined my confidence. And now it feels, I can only speak for how it feels. It feels like people are trying to upset me. So I'm a flip 'em off back. Well, no, I say I'm going to flip 'em off back, but that girl in Morrison, she called me a dick. It's the younger generation. She knows she can call someone a dick and not hurt their feelings. It's perfectly normal. It's of her era, and it's fine with me. That's the point. It's fine with me. I did feel hurt. I went into those feelings. I realized where those feelings were coming from, and that was it resolved for me. And I held no animosity to her at all. But she has really, really majorly, hugely beautiful eyes. And she wore this eye makeup and she just looked amazing. And I've never seen her in it since. But she is so fucking beautiful. She really is. With the eye makeup on. So Teal Swan Sing is out. Just for right now, I'll go into my emotions when I'm feeling upset or depressed. I'll go into it, and that will show me where it's coming from, and I can say, aha, that's where it's coming from. I can deal with it, and then I can move on back into feeling good again. Yeah. I realise this is HD, this is 4K. And I know you can see melon dribbling down my chin, but at the end of the day, it's just water. I don't get spots, I don't get breakouts. Sugary water on my face is not going to bother me. It really is a non-issue. Just tipped it right down myself. Here's to Ariel washing powder. Isn't it the fucking beeswax? Right, so I better go. I'm trying to aim my videos to be like 15 minutes long, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I scintillated your mind in the most hinky manner. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.